Okay, there's sound now. There we go. Hello. I'm very out of experience with this whole YouTube thing. How are you guys doing? How's it going? Everyone behaving themselves, being good? Hello. Um Today is not a normal video. It's been about 3 months since I was on YouTube. Hello, Pedican. How are you? Thank you for following. Um I thought I would take a little time to tell you guys where I've been, what's been going on, and cut some of the stickers for my shop while I'm in the process. So I guess I don't really need the headphones on to do that. So we're just gonna take those off because I don't need to hear you guys. You just need to hear me, and now you can. So hello, welcome. If you are new here, my name is Aaron Brody. In the past, I've made videos where I stream video games and very, very occasionally life videos. And I have not been on Twitch or YouTube for about 3 months. So, where have I been? Great question. I would love to tell you. I have been in the rabbit hole that is anxiety. If you were to ask me where I've been for the last 3 months, I wouldn't really be able to tell you. It's all just kind of a blur. Majority of it was I'm just really busy in the summer because everyone wants to do stuff, and there's only so many hours in the day and only so much I can do mentally. So in summation, yes, exactly. But yeah, I can only handle so much in a week, and it got to the point where streaming became work and not fun anymore. So I took a nice long break, and I'm back now, and theoretically, I'm not going to make any promises. Theoretically, I will be back to streaming weekly again from now on. Whether we actually stick to that, we will see. And 2 weeks from now is my best friend's wedding, so I will not be streaming then. But consistently should be every Sunday. I say that. Fingers crossed. What time on Sundays? No fucking clue. Don't ask. I can't give you an answer. But we're gonna try. So, cheers to that. Chai tea good. Highly recommend the Trader Joe's chai tea specifically. But yeah, how are you guys doing? What have you been up to? Tell me about you. These are some Baldur's Gate stickers that I'm cutting out right now. If you don't know about my shop, link is in the doobly-doo on YouTube. It's called The Golden Holoco. I run it with my best friend Elisa, and these are all different characters from Baldur's Gate. So we have Lae'zel. We've got, you'll see them as I cut them. There's Gale. There's a couple other ones. Baldur's Gate, yes, exactly. Baldur's Gate 3, I should say. The new one. But yeah, now you guys can see the sticker cutting process. What is new with y'all? Tell me everything. I knew that from Lae'zel. Yeah, I figured. I started a new job a couple weeks ago. I know. Shocker. Aaron, new job. What? Brody, changing her career again. But, to be perfectly honest with you, I didn't want to. I loved working at the museum. I would have worked there for the rest of my life if I could afford to, but they only paid me $14 an hour part-time, and I could only get 3 to 4 shifts a week if I was lucky. And your girl needs more than that to be able to pay for this fucking wedding. So, you'll have to forgive me. I have another stream open at the same time, and dinner is coming shortly, so pardon me if I'm a little scattered. You're good, Arcalian. Alright, prepare for the magical noises of my cricket. I am not set up to cut this yet. What am I doing? I don't normally stream while I'm doing this, so it's not quite put together. Which, I mean, you should be used to this by now. Even if I've been gone a few months, I am a chaos goblin at the best of times. Oh, no device found. I guess it would help if I plugged in the cutting machine. See what I mean? Very out of practice. This whole talking to people while I do stuff thing. What is even happening? There you go, Cricket. You're plugged in now. Are you gonna work? Yeah, we're gonna work. Okay. Let's try this again. We've sent this to the printer. We're gonna load our material in here. I pre-printed all this stuff while I was talking to Elisa about some spooky plans for the shop. We've got some pretty cool stuff going on. I've seen YouTube/streamers being gone longer than this. One of my favorite YouTubers just magically showed up again, like 2 months ago. Cut. Yes. And has been making videos semi-consistently again, which was, like, shocking. This is also not new, the whole nose thing. One day, I will have this under control. Today's not that day. Ugh. Oh god, you can see my trash can of tissues. We're just gonna do this. Just don't look for a second. Nobody look. Wait for it. Wait for it. This is really awkward because I have a hard time bending down like this. Wait for it. And... haha. Trash can? What trash can? There's no trash can. Nothing to see here. Everything's fine. I missed one, but whatever. I tried. That's content, baby. Yeah, exactly. But yeah, this streamer, well, YouTuber, came back very suddenly. Dan... There's like Dan and Phil. There were these two British guys. And Dan recently came back. And then all of a sudden, all these other YouTubers are showing back up. Like, Jimmy0010, who was another British YouTuber, just posted a video like last week. It was very weird. And it inspired me to come back here and try and reignite my passion for streaming and YouTube. Because, I had some personal stuff come up with my second channel I used to have. And it just kind of ruined streaming for me for a while, which is part of why I took such a long break. But now we're back. Theoretically. I'm not going to promise anything, because I'm ADHD, you know? I guess I could turn this so you guys can actually see the cutting. I just don't want it to fall. Ah, look at that. So this is my Cricut. It's got a bunch of stickers on it from other shops that I like. This one I also have the t-shirt, because I have no self-control. But there's stickers on here from my friend Mullen's shop. There's some from Elise Brienne Design. My friend Sook, Laurel May. There's this one, Paula's Pixels, which I'd never heard of. I literally went on their site on Etsy because I needed a thing, a lanyard for at work for my ID when I was working at the museum. And I bought it, and then someone who came in the museum recognized it and was like, oh, that's Paula's Pixels. And I'm like, how the fuck did you recognize that, you weird but very nice human? If you're watching this, hello. I was just shocked that you recognized the art. What else can I tell you guys about in my life while I'm busy peeling stickers off of here? Oh, these turned out so good. Look at her. She's never looked better. She's gorgeous. I'm excited to list these. I'm hoping to get these listed in the shop next week. Or like listed to purchase like Friday they'll go live. But I have a full-time job now, so it's all about if I can get it photographed and printed off and everything. The full-time job, for anyone who's curious, is sorry, I have a window right here, if you guys recall, and Dave is outside with the cat, and he just sat down and was just like, whoa, like just big thump. But yeah, the new job is I am working a 10 to 6 doing like admin paperworky type stuff for an interior design place in the Metro Detroit area. There are many. I'm not going to tell you which one. Mostly because I feel like if they knew I streamed, I might get fired. To be perfectly honest with you, they are not the most chill people. Everyone there is like very nice. Don't get me wrong. Everyone is very nice that works there. But they're all very type A, very high strung. And I found out that the owner apparently is very anti fun colored hair and tattoos. And as you guys know, this is the most normal I've looked in years. And the only reason that my hair is not a crazy color is because I'm trying to make sure it stays healthy and strong for my wedding. After the wedding, we're going bananas again because I want to continue to look fun when I'm in my 30s. Except for this piece right here. It's just kind of dead. But yeah, I'm trying to heal my hair and get my curls back for the wedding so that I can feel and look my best. And they're also apparently, I guess, like when one of the girls got a tattoo and she was talking about getting it at work, the owners are a husband and wife team, and the husband was like, oh, you need to clear that with the wife. And she just kind of laughed at him, which is exactly what I would have done. Because, like, you're my boss, not my parent. I'm not a teenager. You don't get a say in what I do with my body outside of work. Like, if it's that big a deal, I'll wear something to cover it up, but it's an interior design place. This is a creative field. Like, chill out. And if you guys are watching this, and you're my boss, consider what you do for a living, and the fact that you're telling people not to have creative self-expression. Like, it's just weird, right? Right? It would be the same as, like, if you told someone who was an artist they shouldn't get a tattoo. Like, it's just another form of art. Yeah, it is bananas. I know. It's really weird. So, there was that. The job itself is... Oh, Dave's on the phone now. Probably with his dad. Half of HGTV is tatted. Exactly. So many people have tattoos. Like, I have... My doctor has tattoos. It's so normal now. I don't know why she has such a problem with it. Nor do I really care. I'm at this point in my life where I'm almost 30. No one can really tell me what to do anymore at this point. Like, get fucked. I've been told what to do for so long by so many people. I've had enough. So yeah, that is one side of things. Apart from that, everyone seems pretty chill. It's just, you know, it's a pencil pusher job. It's not doing anything for my soul. It's not that exciting. It's not, you know, I do my work to get paid, and I get paid. I get my paycheck every week, and then I go home, and I use my money however I want. Which this week was buying myself a Loungefly backpack, which I'm really fucking excited about. But, like, it is nice to be able to pay for half the bills. It's really nice to be able to give Dave money for our mortgage, because I have not been able to do that since we bought this house. And that felt really good to be able to send him money through our bank accounts and be like, look, I can actually help you now. I am an equal participant in this household financially. Oh, my eyeball. This is the most satisfying part, in my opinion. FYI, is the peel. Minus that part where I just made things go everywhere. But it's so satisfying. I have my little stack of stickers going over here now. Boop, boop, boop. I wish I could fit more on a page because a little bit of me feels like I'm wasting paper. But also, if I went any smaller, you wouldn't get all the fun detail, like the beads in her braids and like the little details around her eyes, which it's not showing up very well when I move it up close to the camera, but you know what I'm trying to say. Like, I love that. Also, if you guys feel like ordering stickers from the shop and you're watching this now or in the future, if it's fall still, this is our fall freebie right now. Isn't he cute? He's got a little scarf and a little happy pumpkin. I love it. I love it so much. This might be one of my favorite like freebies we've ever done. And we have the cuterus still, which is a uterus flipping you off. We call it the cuterus, and I approve. I'm going to hold off on the third sheet and see where I'm at with other stuff first. So we'll just hide that there. Next up is Gale. Gale, how are you? He's looking good. Other things that I can update y'all about in my life. Our garden took off this year. If you follow me on Instagram, at BrodyBot, you will see some photos of our yard and the transformation that occurred. We bought these tiny, like, maybe 6 inches around marigolds, and we planted like 20 or 30 of them, and we're like, you know, if they grow, they grow. If they don't, whatever. They self-seed. We can always add more next year if any die and don't come back. I saw the Baldur's Gate 3 characters as Fonk themes on Tumblr. I don't know what a Fonk theme is. Or is that misspelled? Please don't take that personally if I'm not understanding. I also just got back into Tumblr because this is 2015 again, apparently. Oh, right. I gotta switch it out. God, I'm so not used to streaming while I make stickers. It's weird. And my nose is very stuffed up. Loud techno rock, apparently. Okay. I'm here for it. We already printed. So we'll just load you in, Gail, and watch you get all cut up. Have fun. Bye. And yes, spelled funk. Okay. What was I talking about? Oh, my marigolds. That's right. Yeah. So they started like this big, and they are now like full on bushes, and it looks great. Like, I love waking up every morning and having all this color. They're all yellow and gold and orange, and I love them. But they definitely were not intended to get that big. So they kind of took over our hostas, which all died off. And now they're just there. Just a big old thing. But our yard was all green, just grass, and now there's, like, garden beds. Next year we're going to add a veggie patch. And I'm so pleased with how it turned out, because I kill everything I grow. I can't help it. I'm not good at it. So that was a really wonderful surprise. Oh, God. I have a Discord notification. That's never good. Oh, it's just my friend's server telling people that I went live. Hello, people. Yeah, so yard is doing good. House is okay. A lot of projects that were supposed to get done this year did not get done. So we are hopeful that in the fall here, we will do some of them. Most of them are small. Like, we need to patch and paint over where the TV stand thingy that was attached to the wall was when we bought the house, because it was made for a much bigger TV than what we had. And so we took it out of the wall because we weren't going to do that originally and have it on the wall. Now I think we are, but we're going to put it on a different wall. But they just painted around it. So there's this whole patch of wall where this thing was attached to it that is yellow, when our wall is like grayish blue, grayish. It's more gray than blue, but it's nice. I don't know. It makes the house feel light even in like dark times like winter. Do you mean our art of them or just the characters? I'm assuming Baldur's Gate 3 characters, not our art, because our art has not been uploaded anywhere really. Oh, here we go. Oh, so satisfying every time. But yeah, so that project never happened, and then I'm so sorry for my stuffy nose, by the way. I realize I sound awful. I'm not sick. I just have really bad allergies all year round, and there's nothing I can do about it. Anyways, the other project was our guest room door doesn't close all the way. It just kind of gets stuck. So Dave was supposed to take this sander thingy and sand it down so it closes properly, and that never happened. And then we just have cords running through the house for our Ethernet cables. Mine goes from the Wi-Fi thingy, the router, through a hole into the basement, and then out of a hole in my closet over here. So mine isn't everywhere, but a certain someone's, you trip over it when you're walking through the house. And it also catches on, like, our linen closet. And it's just not aesthetically pleasing. And it is a little embarrassing to have, like, older family members over and they just see this random cord going through your house. And, I mean, everyone tells us it's fine and to be expected because, oh, it's your first home and you'll get there and blah, blah, blah. And it's like, yeah, but I hate tripping over it, too. And I don't want to expect you guys to do it when you're 55, 60 years old. Like, the last thing I need is for my dad to break a flippin' knee or something tripping over it. Can you do that? Can you break your knee? Your kneecap? I guess I mean kneecap. But yeah, and then our hope was to get our basement somewhat livable. Yes. Is that yes to kneecaps? Okay. Did you mean our art, Arcalian, or just the characters? BT dubs. But yeah, the other thing is we wanted to get our basement somewhat livable. I say somewhat because it's a very unfinished basement with 1950s flooring, and it's cold. We are planning on inheriting a piano from a friend of ours, and it's going to go where our TV stand currently is. TV stand's going to go on the wall, or TV is going to go on the wall, and the TV stand, which is a built-in electric fireplace, is going in the basement to help warm it. So we want to get it, like, somewhat comfy down there for, like, board game nights and stuff. We have a table and chairs. We've got 2 recliners and a couch down there. So we just want to make it more comfy. I would like to make it more comfy, because then people will actually hang out down there. And plus, when we throw parties and stuff, instead of being cramped upstairs in our 800 square foot house, people can go in the basement when it's cold out. So that's the plan for the house right now. It is a small house. It's like 850 square feet, but we have a basement, so that doubles it. I'm so sorry. I slept till 9:30 today, and I went to bed at like 11:30, and I'm still tired. Getting used to this whole 9 to 5 thing. I've only been doing this for like 3 weeks, and it is kicking my booty. But the upside is, since I've been there for 3 weeks, the job is already way easy. Like, stupid easy. Kind of boring, sometimes easy. Like, I've been looking for projects. I organized one of their storage closet things, or part of it, because we have this massive closet that is seriously the size of my bedroom. That we use to store, like, everything from light bulbs to fabric swatches to cleaning supplies to like business cards, like everything, you name it, it's in there. So I've been slowly organizing it and getting rid of all the junk, which apparently hasn't been done for about 10 years, which is probably why my allergies have been so bad too, because I've just been breathing in dust. No one enjoys breathing in dust except for crazy people, and maybe cats. Which, speaking of, she is living it up out there, let me tell you. Alright. Gale is now done. I'm making a lot of progress really quickly. It's amazing what happens when I'm hanging out with my internet friends. I hope you guys are having a lovely start to your fall. Happy October. Happy spooky season. What are you being for Halloween, if anything? I know some of my viewers are a little older. I say a little older. I'm almost 30. But, you know, some of you guys are not children or teenagers, so what are you dressing your children up as? Or your nieces and nephews, your friends' children? Who's dressing up and how are you participating? My dad, for many years, when I was dressing up for Halloween, would just buy a V for Vendetta mask and wear that around the neighborhood. But, like, if it works, right? Alright, next up on our list of stickers is Asterion. Look at our little vampy boy. He's so cute. I should note that I am not the Baldur's Gate fan of our shop. I don't hate it or anything. It's just not my most played game. In fact, the only time I've played it is when I was playing with Elisa and our friend Luca in a co-op. And it was very fun. And I love D&D. I am in 3 separate campaigns right now with 3 very different characters, and I just absolutely love it. But something about playing it on the computer, it's just not the same, you know? Arcalian says, I love to be the scary guy who doesn't move until you get too close, but we just moved in February and we're right off the main road, so I don't know if we'll get kids here. That's how my old place was, is we really didn't get any kids, but this neighborhood, my dudes... So we participated in Halloween last year. And if you're not familiar with, like, Midwestern suburbs, specifically around the Detroit area, we live in a 1950s neighborhood. So it was really weird last year because we are the youngest people on our block by a lot. Like, we're late 20s, early 30s. Majority of our neighbors are, like, in their 60s to 70s. And there were so many kids here last year. Like, I ran out of candy. and had to cut the lights an hour earlier than I intended because there were so many people. And my neighbors warned me, but I've never lived in a neighborhood that had a lot of trick-or-treaters, so I didn't buy enough. I learned my lesson this year. I'm already stocking up. But we also are a neighborhood with a lot of special needs kids and kids with allergies, so I had like bubbles and slime. I ran out of everything. I couldn't believe it. So this year we're going ham. I have a Sam's Club membership. I think I'm gonna switch to Costco, but I got a membership so I can buy just massive bags of candy, and it'll be great. I just saw myself in the camera and realized just how long my hair is getting. It's wild. I'm growing it out for the wedding because I want to do like, I don't know what I want to do with my hair yet for my wedding. Not that many of you guys care because I know most of my viewers are men, but it is something that girls consider. We want to look nice. I've never had my hair done professionally. I've never had my makeup done. And so I've been really putting a lot of thought into how do I want to look, which might seem silly to you, but to me it's very exciting. And I've been growing out my hair just to see like what I want to do, and I just can't figure it out. There's too many options. When is the wedding? May 2023. It's coming up. I'm like, November, December, January, February, March, April, May. 7.5 months away because it's mid-May, which is wild, and I still have so much to do. I say we have so much to do. David has been very helpful and a very equal participant in the wedding planning. We have the location, the alcohol, the food, the photographer. I have my dress, so he needs to get working on his suit. We need to find a bakery for cupcakes, and then there's like lots of little things that you have to figure out, like things I had forgotten about, like a fucking cake topper, because we're gonna do like a little baby cake for us, and we're gonna eat half of it at our wedding and half on our first anniversary, which is what you're supposed to do apparently. I don't know if it'll survive that long in my freezer though. We are the kind of people that once we realize we have sweets in the house, it's gonna be gone pretty quickly. But yeah, I am getting excited to be married to this man that I've been with for 8 years. 8 years. Wow. Well, it'll be 8 years when we get married. This guy's got a little fuzzy on him. I'll cut that off. Our actual anniversary, like, for when we started dating, is 5 days before the wedding date, which we did intentionally, because neither of us wanted to give up our original anniversary, and also this way we are much less likely to forget our anniversary. And by we, I mean me, because I'm bad with dates, and David must really love me to put up with my shenanigans all the time. And oh, the shenanigans I get up to, my dudes, let me tell you. Yeah, so our wedding date is 5 days after our anniversary. And the other really nice thing is because it's like mid-May, it's not going to be really cold, it's not going to be super hot, and we're going to have bonfires and like outdoor games and cornhole, and it's going to be great. I'm super excited. It's very chill. We're having barbecue for dinner. It's in an old 1800s barn. Like, compared to all of my friends' weddings, mine is going to be so much more laid back and low-key. Well, I say all of my friends. My one friend got married during COVID, but you know. Oh, here comes the David and the kitty. Hello! Aw, look at her in her collar. She's so cute.
Dad took me in.
I am live right now. Do you want to show the kitty off? You want to see Irish in her little collar, you guys?
She's struggling.
She's so upset. Irish, can you look at the camera? Right up here. She's like, no. Get me out of this thing. She has to go outside on a harness because she's stupid and she likes to eat grass. And so this way we can stop her from eating the grass by yanking on her. She's not the brightest kitty, but she sure is cute. Boom. Kat says, why aren't you paying attention to me? She was getting attention, just from her dad, not me. I'm busy, Irish. I have to entertain the 4 people watching this stream. They shouldn't let me have scissors. There's just like every once in a while, I don't think it's going to show up for you guys, but there's just like this little tuft at the end of the sticker, so you got to cut off. You look very handsome, dear.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome. I'm sure if Jackson were here, he would tell you your hair looks nice, but he's not here, so he can't tell you that. Tasty grass, yeah, 100%. Arena, I 100% because you both have usernames that start with real. I thought you were the same person for a second. One of you is like 40 years old, so I realize now that I've made a mistake. But yes, hello. Thank God I find myself funny because no one else does. Yes, I'm 49, yeah, whoops. And the other one of you is a teenager, so my bad. You real eyes. Yeah. Thanks for that. The dad jokes, they're so good. There's still a fat stack of stickers here to do. I hope you guys are ready for this. We're in this together now. You can't leave until I'm done. You're stuck with me now. You must see this through. You have no choice. And we're already 30 minutes in. Arcalian says, when I joined YouTube, there was already an Arcalian, and I didn't want to be Arcalian 547 or something. Craftiest says, my jokes are premium. They are. They should be a paid tier for YouTube. And Irish has gone on the bed for her afternoon nap now that she's been outside. That's all she wanted. She was literally, before I started streaming, she'd been scratching at the back door here and just crying, and Dave was like, I'm gonna take her outside. Because she was just... She just loves outside. She loves eating grass and recently trying to kill the bunnies that were in our yard. We had a couple baby bunnies living in our yard inside the marigolds, and she desperately wanted to eat them. Elisa says, I'm playing Fall Guys, but I want you to know that I find you funny. Thank God somebody does. I hope you're doing well with your Fall Guys dailies. Funny looking, hey. Listen, lady, I know where you live. I run a business with you. This is the other half of the Golden Holoco telling me I'm funny looking. Dave, am I funny looking?
No.
Thank you. Thank you. Oh, Asterion turned out so good. He's so beautiful. I love it. I love these stickers. Elisa, despite the fact that she's being mean to me, should know that she's a fantastic artist. And if you don't follow her currently, you should go check her out because she does all the art for our shop, save like 2 stickers that I did. Her Instagram handle is @DoggySnores and DoggySnoresArt. And it's excellent. Everything she does is excellent. Even though she's being a real bingus to me right now. Okay, next is going to be Sir Will. We'll see how these turn out because they printed a lot darker than I was anticipating. It doesn't really show up on the cameras though. It looks normal on camera, but trust me when I say it's quite dark in person, which, I mean, is correct for him, but also, like, you can't see the detail, which is kind of a bummer. So I'm hoping that once it's not surrounded by white sticker paper, his face will look a little better. Oh god, there's cat hair on here. We can't have that. Unless you guys want to be blessed by Irish in your orders. Not that I am pressuring anybody to order from my shop. You do you. But if you wanted to, I would not be opposed. Cut. Oh. There we go. So what's new with you guys? Tell me something fun. What is your current hyperfixation? What games have you been playing? What are you up to? I had a several month stint of being obsessed with Stardew Valley. And when I say obsessed, I mean obsessed. Like, all I played. I even stopped playing Genshin to play Stardew Valley. The obsession seems to be waning. I still love it. I've still been playing. I have to be in the right mood now. I've been back into Genshin because they did a massive update. There's a whole new area to explore. And before I could even touch the surface of that, there is a humongous new update they just did for the whole desert. And I'm like, you guys are giving me too much content. I don't have time. Arcalian says, like I said, I had to move in February. As you may remember, I do. I will always be a Baldur's Gate 1 and 2 guy, always, and Civ 4. Civ 5 is really good, though, I gotta say. Or is the new Civ 5 or Civ 6? Dave? 6, thank you. I enjoy Civ 6. I like the weather and all the new stuff they have to it. I find it fun. 6 is newest, thank you, yes. But yeah, I never played Baldur's Gate 1 and 2. I've been told by many people it's excellent and I should play it. But again, there's just something weird about playing a D&D game on a computer. I just love board games, and I like the role play. And I feel like with the computer games, you're kind of shoved into this one storyline you have to follow. Whereas D&D, if I want to go hit on the barkeep for 10 minutes in the middle of our session, I can do that. It annoys the hell out of our DMs, but I do it. Or when we get into a full debate in our Star Wars campaign on, is it the light side to murder this person or not? And then they're like, oh, it's too late, the Wookiee killed him. Which also happens regularly, because our friend who plays the Wookiee can't control himself. They're 100 years before 3. How exactly that ties into 3 is complicated. Cool. Considering I haven't played much Baldur's Gate 3, I don't really know the history of the world. Oh, these turned out so good. Okay, I eat my words. They look great. I think it's also just because it's dark in here, but if I turn on this light, it's really going to wash me out for you guys. Not that you care about how I look, but I care how the stickers look. I want you to get a good representation. I've also been playing a lot of the new Disney game, Disney Dreamlight Valley, which I realize is basically just Stardew Valley and Animal Crossing if they had a baby. But I love it. I like that I can hang out with Disney characters and, like, it's just so happy all the time, which is something I need in life when I am stressed and anxious, which recently has just been all the time. Not all the time, but a lot of the time. We're in a stressful world right now. And I think any little thing you can do to bring yourself comfort is what you should do, barring physical and emotional harm to yourself or others. You know, we don't endorse drug use here, kids. You know, PSA, don't hurt yourself. Another game I like to watch people play is Battletech, but that's because I'm a lore nerd for that setting. I love lore. That's part of why I love Genshin, is I like the lore. Sook, hello! Thanks for joining! I'm just talking about video games. How's your Genshin playthrough going? I know you play. Oh, my nose. Yeah, Sook is actually a good friend of mine from another server I am in that my friend and my art friend, Malin, started. And Sook sent me this Genshin-themed washi tape, which I have yet to use. It's still in the packaging because I can't bear to open it up just yet, but I love it. And it's very cute. I'm still going through the Laurel May art washi tapes that I have because I use these to seal my envelopes for the shop. And this one is like male themed. So it's got like stamps and a little mail carrier kitty and some other stuff. It's really adorable. God, horrible. Me too. I have not touched Sumeru in the slightest. I did the first Archon quest and that's about it. I'm like still working on unlocking the teleport points and figuring out what the hell is going on. I just started the R&R quest, like hot mess express. But it's a lot of time to devote to it and I just don't have that right now. Like this weekend wasn't too bad. We've had some pretty chill days. So yesterday I dragged Dave with my friend Haley to a Gilmore Girls themed event at a local shop where I bought this sweatshirt, which is seriously the softest shirt I've ever worn in my life. It's like fleecy on the inside. It's like wearing pajamas, and I love it. But they had coffee and Pop-Tarts, and we made Dave dress up as Luke, and I dressed up as Lorelai with like a Luke Steiner t-shirt on, and it was a lot of fun. And they had stickers, which, as we all know, I love. And everyone was just super nice. And then afterwards, we went out for barbecue, which was very unplanned. And we went to this really cool bookstore in the college town that's nearby. And then we came home and just chilled out and played video games and stuff. And I hung out in voice chat with Craftiest and our friend Scotty, which was very fun. Because I never get to talk to either of them anymore because I'm a busy, busy bee. Alright. We're making our way through. I have an army of Baldur's Gate character stickers sitting next to me now. It's like when I print the Hallas, because those are one of our best sellers. Whenever I print those off, it's just like I have an army of deer all over my desk, which I am not opposed to. Sook says, I'm planning to do a mystery Genshin drop, but it's going to be really rough with my money. I feel that. You could do a Kickstarter, like that Genshin clothing thing you sent me. Sook found this creator who had a Kickstarter for these Genshin-themed skirts, but they had, like, built-in suspenders, and they were really cute. I was, at that time, making a lot less money, so I did not get one, but they were very tempting. Also just not really my style of clothing. While I do wear quite a few dresses and skirts, the suspenders thing is not something I am into. I only bought my first pair of overalls over the summer, and I exclusively wore them when I was doing, like, hours of work in the yard. Because they're easy to clean. Alright, we've moved on to Shadowheart. Wait, here you go. And this is the last character I think I have to do. I could be wrong. I might be missing somebody. Wouldn't be the first time I've forgotten about someone. Yep, last character, and then I have some pumpkins to do. The pumpkins I have are actually inspired by my little brother. He was 9 last year, and he was like, you should make a sticker of a pumpkin that's rotting, but it's happy about it. And so we made these happy rotting pumpkins, and they're so cute. I love them so much. So we're bringing them back to the shop for the fall. And highly recommend grabbing one, because they're adorable. The lighting keeps changing, and it's really funny. Oh, internet. How I've missed you. I'm trying to think what else I have to tell you guys, because I have been gone for months. I'm sure there's things that have happened in life that I am forgetting. But my best friend's wedding's in 2 weeks. Well, technically 2 weeks from yesterday, but very excited to go to that. Is your cricket stupidly loud also? Yes, yes it is. But I think the silhouettes are louder. Because I had one for a short period of time and I returned it because I hated it so much. I have so many people tell me they love the silhouette, but I just don't get it. I like the cricket better. Yeah, I don't know. Oh, wow, this is cutting way off. What the heck? What in the world? Okay, we're having, a cricket problem, I guess. I don't think you guys are going to be able to see this. This is the first time I've had problems with my cricket in forever. But the cut lines are, like, here. Like, way off. Look at this, Dave. Do you see the cut lines?
Anyway, it's great. You should buy one.
When they cut... Fuck off! When they cut properly, they look great.
No, that's weird.
Yeah. Every once in a while, it just does that. Go away, Dave. You're a jerk.
Sorry.
Okay, well, I think I can salvage like 4 of these. So we're gonna try it. Yeah, I know, right? They're laughing because they think you're funny, Dave. I think you're a jerk. Elisa specifically said, Lamau, mine once went halfway through a whole page, just a giant line, and I have no clue how that happened. I realized what happened, but I'm a little too embarrassed to tell you guys what I just did. So we're just going to pretend that everything's fine, nothing happened, and I'm not stupid. And I definitely did not have it set to cut the wrong sticker when it started going. I definitely did not do that. Hey Dave.
Yeah.
How would you feel about bringing me one of those ciders that's in the fridge? That would be cool.
Yeah.
Thanks, bro. My bro fiance. That is something we have to do in the next week or two, is we got to get Dave's ring size measured so that we can figure out what the heck he's going to do. Men's rings, so much cheaper. It's unfair, really. Even the cool ones that have, like, koa wood and shit in them are not as, they're just not as expensive. My ring set was on sale from $1,000 to, like, $6 something when we bought it. His ring size for his finger, not his penis. You guys are so dirty. This is what I deal with, David. Yeah. Cheers, everyone. It's after 5. We're gonna have a Angry Orchard hard cider because one of my friends brought a 12-pack over weeks ago and we've not touched it. And I like cider. Is this the best brand? No. Is it the tastiest? No, but it's in my fridge and it was free, so I'm gonna drink it. Elisa, no. There will be none of that. I'm not saying that word on YouTube. But you guys are gonna get me flagged. Inappropriate chat talk. Do you have anything to say to your fans out there, Dave?
Hello, adoring fans.
I don't think they can hear you from all the way over there.
Hello, adoring fans.
Oh, there you go. Don't worry, his hair looks nice today. It looks nice every day. Because you're cute.
Am I gonna mess up your stream if I play with Chris?
Elisa says, hello, Dave's hair. Probably.
Yeah.
But that's okay because it'll just add to the entertainment because they'll hear you having fun in the background. Dave plays Rocket League, and you should too.
I mean,
Because everyone wants to be like Dave.
you don't have to.
Or what's that other game you play with the dwarves?
Deep Rock Galactic?
Yeah, Deep Rock. You can be a drunk dwarf in space.
I'll close the door.
Yeah, if you don't mind. I'll let you know and you can open it again. He gets loud. He'll be like, whoa, from the other room. And I'll be on the phone with my mom and she'll just go, oh, David sounds like he's having a great day. Blake loves Deep Rock. They should play together. Hey, Dave, I'm going to set you up on a play date with Elisa's husband. Yeah. Blake plays Deep Rock too. So we're going to set you guys up for a play date. He goes, okay. I'm sure Blake can hear this. Blake, you guys should play together. Dave has a lot of fun with that game. He just wants to throw a fit because he's a ding-dong. And I know he can hear me, so I'm gonna get it later. God, look at, yeah, so this is how it cut all funny if I peel this. Because I still had it set to do, Will. Or Gail, or whoever was the last one. Come on. So it, like, cut into her face. But, you know, it's fine. We got 4 salvageable stickers out of this. They can pout and play together. Why would Dave be pouting? Dave doesn't pout. He more often than not is just laughing and screaming at his screen. Usually it's because of, Rocket League, though. Yeah, look at this. Anyone want Shadowheart's hair? I'll give it to you for free. You know, that's one of those games Dave loves to play. Is that and Rocket League are like the 2 he plays with his brother all the time. I'll just hear them in the other room just laughing it up, going woo, and you know they're having fun, which, in my opinion, is all that matters. If they're happy, I'm happy. Oh my god, getting these like little bits that got cut off is a bitch. I'm gonna have to vacuum after this. But I have a bag for the paper because we recycle here. I do. I want it. Yes, it'll be great. I'll send it to you. Yeah, we do recycle here. So when I do miscuts like this, it all goes into the recycling because it's recyclable paper. And it is reused in a recycling plant somewhere in the area and turned into more paper. So, all good things. We love the environment here. Elisa, I straight up did save this. So next time I send you stickers for your approval, I will send you Shadowheart's hair. And you'll be like, why do I have this? You won't remember, because it'll be weeks from now. But it'll be great, and it'll be hilarious, and we'll laugh. And we'll look back at this video and think, haha, what ho, good times. Okay, Shadowheart, don't fail me this time, please. Well, you didn't fail me. I failed me. Self, don't fail me now. Don't stop me now. Having a good time. Da-na-na-na. Should we do like a Brody sing-along at some point in the holidays with like Christmas music? Is that something you would like? Is that something that would entertain you, Internet? I could do a sing-along. I'll let you guys pick the Christmas songs. I might not know them all. Especially like the uber religious ones. But, you know, for you, I would try. Elisa says, yes, I'll put it up against other stickers and things to make it look like a wig. Sook says, how many stickers do you guys cut for a shop update? And Elisa says, a Brody singing comp. For a shop update, typically for each new sticker, I only cut 2 sheets worth. 2 to 3. It depends how many fit on a sheet. So, like, the Baldur's Gate ones are larger than normal, but I also know it's a niche audience. So, I'm only cutting, like, 2 sheets worth for each one, which is 16 to 20, depending on the size of the sticker. These ones I will cut an extra sheet just because I ruined half a sheet. If they're smaller stickers, like these ones, the pumpkins, I know these will sell well. They sold well last year. Anything that we've sold in the past that we're re-upping or relisting, depending on the sales that we had the previous year, I will do more or less of them. So like these ones, I sometimes throw them in as freebies too, so I always make extra. Normally I would only do 1 sheet. The only time I cut extra is if it's stickers for like photos. I will sometimes cut a few extra, knowing that if we don't sell through them for the season, or, you know, if I'm sitting on them for 6 months, I have containers they can sit in. It's fine. I just ordered a fresh one from Amazon because I have run out of room for all my stickers that I have here. So these are all, like, these stacks are all going to be living on top of the Cricut printer desk for a bit. It comes Tuesday, but it's one of those things where it's like I don't have room in the drawers, and I need my desk for other things. So, these are the containers in question. I bought them off of Amazon. They're 20 bucks a pop, but they click together. So I can take the lid off of one and click them all together and then have a stack of 6 if I want to. But pretty much every single spot in these is taken. I have a blank spot here for stickers I need to print, but I'm not doing that right now because I don't have any open orders. And then we have like our show exclusive Harry Potter stickers are in here. Though a couple of them I think I'm going to relist because I think I can get away with them. Like this one, I can just say Magic Cat and not Crookshanks. But there's some, like the Golden Snitch. I don't think I can get away with this on Etsy. But maybe. Maybe. I've got to get creative with how I list them. But yeah, I've got some random stuff in here. Elisa, what's your favorite sticker? I'll show the gang. We can show you guys our favorites. I know one of her favorites is the one she made of her dog. This is Bambi. She's a corgi, and it says good dog. Oh, I probably need to get one. The flying ball, yeah. Flying ball, or I could just put like a magic school or a magical season, spooky season, something like that. Like I can get creative for Halloween and do like a pack where you get all of them for like, I don't know, 15 bucks. There's like 6 of them. That seems like a good combo. I haven't done the math. That was all just out my butt. But we have a couple, like, I don't even have the Potter Stinks ones. We made the Potter Stinks buttons as stickers. But because it says Potter on it, I don't think legally I can list it. Same as we have one that is the Howler that Ronald Weasley gets in the mail from his mom. But it's like the Howler in the middle, like the the letter, and then it's the entirety of the howler around it, where it says, Ronald Weasley, how dare you steal that car, blah, 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 blah. I could do the whole thing, but I'm not going to. So, like, that one, I don't know how I would go about listing that other than just, like, maybe if we removed his name and just left the rest, or even just blurred it out and people would know they're getting the real thing when they order it. Like, I hate to beat around the bush like that, but also fuck J.K. Rowling. I can love Harry Potter and hate the artist that created it. As someone who is a part of the LGBT community and has many friends who are part of it, including people who are trans, if they don't have a problem with it, I don't have a problem with it. I'm not giving her money. I'm just using her IP to create something great. And by I mean Elisa. She just comes up with this shit, and then I just am like, yes. My favorite thing that Elisa has made, which we exclusively sold at the Tupelo Con, but you should be able to see photos of it on our Instagram, the Golden Holoco, was she did a print of Regulus Black, and it's got the locket and the note he wrote, and it's so detailed. It's so good. I think it's my favorite thing you've ever made. Like, it's just so good. And I wish we could carry it in the shop. You can buy it off of Elisa's Patreon. Patreon or Ko-Fi? I always forget which one you have. I think it's Ko-Fi. But you can buy it off of her Ko-Fi if you really want it. We just haven't figured out a way to put it on Etsy. And frankly, that's her work, and she deserves all the credit. I don't produce that. She does all that herself because she's a boss bitch. Okay, we're going to be done with Shadowheart. I'm not going to accidentally cut on that. And we're going to type in pumpkin. Yeah, it's labeled as my little brother's pumpkin. And I love that. Okay. Make it. Make it. Oh, do it better. Ko-Fi, but I'm still making the listings. Okay. Eventually, you'll be able to do that. We could also, if you just message us on Instagram, and there's something you want that you've seen on either the shop page or Elisa's personal one, like, you can message whichever account you see it on and order stuff through there, too. We just require you to pay us through either, was it Venmo or Cash App ahead of time, and we have to calculate shipping because Etsy charges less for shipping than if we do it ourselves, if that makes sense. Eventually, I want to open a Shopify as well, but right now the cost doesn't outweigh what it costs to do it every month. Continue, yes. My hope is to get better with the whole social media thing. And it is not on just me or just Elisa. We are both bad at it. Both for our personal stuff and for Instagram. Oh, you've picked out a bunch of them. I'm going to show the ones that I have copies of. Quit being bad, sticker sheet. You need to stick to this. Stick. My hands are shaky now. Normally this is when I'd ask Dave to do it, but I am determined to do it myself. Yeah, see? We did it. Ish. It's a little off, whatever. It's fine. It'll still cut fine. There's so many, I love them all. I know, it's hard to pick just one. I'll show you guys a few, though. So Elisa said the Coffee Holla, which is... Oh god, it's in here somewhere. Right? Maybe it's not in this one. It might be in the other one. Asterion, which I've shown you guys. The Crow, our smoking crow, is great. It's this dude. He's just such a grumpus. I love him. Varric's Chest, Soulless's Orb. Yeah, we haven't really gotten too many people that like the Soulless Orb. It's a clear sticker, and it's the Orb of Destruction from Dragon Age Inquisition. I'm hoping that as they announce more stuff for DA4, we'll sell it. Because I ordered 50 of them, and we haven't sold a single one, I don't think. But I was so excited about it, I didn't bother to ask people if they would like it or not. Okay, is the Coffee Holla in this one? It is. So we have a little Holla drinking a cup of coffee. And then the coffee mug. Oh no, these are the pumpkins that have issues. I really don't want to reprint them and waste the paper, so we're just going to let it cut it. It's fine, there's just a hole in it. Which I'm big and sad about. I think we've only sold one. Yeah, we'll sell more. I'm determined. I guess I never uploaded the pumpkin that isn't broken. This one has a hole in it. Or two. Maybe two. I guess I never re-uploaded it, which is my bad. Whoopsie. Basically, if the background of the sticker isn't fully covering the area of the sticker that we want it to cut, it will cut a hole in the background where that hole is. So every once in a while we have stickers that just like have a little tiny piece missing. I still have some nugs that do that, and I keep forgetting to fix it, and I'm sure I'll forget again. Because I'm me. Oh my god, look at this paper curling. We can fix it. We have the technology. It's fine. It's just because the seasons are changing in my house. I live in Michigan. The weather dictates a lot of what happens to paper in this household. It's starting to get dark in here. That's really sad. I haven't really been outside at all today. Excuse me. I haven't been outside today. I think I'm gonna have to do that once we're done with the stream here. Go sit on my porch for a little bit. Is it chilly? Yes. Yes, it is, but I also like outside. Let's see, what is the current temperature? We can find out together, Internet. According to my WeatherBug app, it is currently 62 degrees. That is not bad. I'll throw on a sweatshirt that's a little thicker than this because it's really thin and go hang out outside. Call my mom. Because I haven't called her all weekend and I'm sure she's like, what the heck is my kid doing? I'm trying to think if I have anything else to tell you guys. I keep saying that and I keep thinking of things. Like I said, this is an update video. I'm telling you about my life. Yeah, wedding stuff good. Mental health, getting there. Physical health is okay. I was attempting to train for a 5K, but my asthma got so bad with the change in the seasons from summer to fall that it just... I could walk it, but I really wanted to run it, and that's just not gonna happen, so... It is what it is. It's okay. I'll live. I was doing it because a YouTuber I watch, if you've ever followed any travel vloggers, Eamon and Beck are amazing, and Beck shared with the internet at the start of this year that she had been diagnosed with stage 3 breast cancer, and throughout this whole journey, I've watched her, we as a community have watched her go through chemo, and saving some of her eggs before the chemo, doing radiation. And after the chemotherapy, when she was feeling up to it, she started training to run a 5K, and she did it. And I was like, if she can go through all that and do it, so can I. But my lungs just couldn't take it. I'm a big biker, not a runner, so I probably could bike like a 10K and be fine. I could probably bike 10 miles and be fine, honestly. But running is just, it just wins me so quickly. Which is a bummer, because I really wanted to participate, but I've like commented on their videos and their Instagram posts and talked about how inspiring they are, and they're just such a great couple. So if you don't follow them, you should go watch a couple of their videos because they're really good. And they do like van life, and they have a van in Africa right now. Morocco, I think, is where it was left, and it was left there at the start of COVID, and then they went back over to get it, and then her whole diagnosis thing happened, and they had to come back to the States. But they might be going back at some point in the not too distant future. Alright, let's see how the pumpkins turned out. Oh, they look so cute. I love them. I should also say, like, I use my Cricut for other stuff. Oh yeah, you can see there's like 2, 3, 4 tiny little holes. That was intentional. Like, if you didn't, you can't really see them, but I can, like, feel them. There's, like, 2 at the very bottom right here, and then there's 2 right over here. But, like, if you weren't looking, you wouldn't see them. I'm still gonna sell these. I just might put a small discount on them for a little while. I don't know. We'll see. I don't feel any other issues. So I think we're okay. But I always hate when that happens. But yeah, I use my Cricut for a lot more than just stickers. You can make cards with it. I put together my boxes that I made for my bridesmaids, asking them to be in the wedding. And I've used it for like gift tags, making my own like fun stickers for like tags for gifts. It's a lot of fun. All right, last sheet, y'all. Holy sheet. We have almost done it. Oh, came out so good. I'm so happy. And yeah, I have one more sheet of Lizelle, but I'll do that another time. Oh, Elisa wrote something that didn't show up in chat for me, so I'm not sure what it was. My bad for something. It disappeared before I could see it. Sorry. Sometimes Streamlabs will just decide to not tell me things, which is great. I'm going to switch around my empty tea mug for my very full beverage. I see an I in the chat box down here. I'm proud of you. Sorry for the holes. Thank you. Love you. It's okay. I didn't notice them either. Or misremembered or whatever. It happens. But yeah, I am going to be having some leftover pork chops with homemade applesauce that David made. I'm going to make up some, not asparagus. We don't have any asparagus. Brussels sprouts, which are my favorite vegetable. I understand they're not for everyone, but I love them. Shepard decided I needed to send the other message early. I love it. Shepard is Elisa's cat. But we're gonna have leftovers for dinner. I had groceries delivered today because I'm trying to not buy things we don't need. Oh, all of these comments just popped up at once, all 5 of them. And also, big my bad on the holes. No, you're fine. But yeah, I had groceries delivered because with the ADHD, I'll see sugar and be like, ooh, buy it. And I don't need more sugar in my house. We have so much Halloween candy already. We're eating it ourselves. This was a specific bag I bought for us because it has like Milky Ways and Snickers in it, and I love chocolate. Sook says, do you guys draw whatever and not follow what people suggest? It's hard to get what people like. We do not even ask people what they like. We just do what we find fun. We follow trends every once in a while. Like, we made some Stranger Things stickers when season 4 came out. But for the most part, it's more of just like whatever we feel like making. And if people buy it, cool. And if they don't, also cool. Like, we enjoy it. This shop is by no means like our main source of income. Elisa does commissions on her own and does other stuff, and I have a full-time job. So it's more of a passion project and just something we love to do and brainstorm ideas and have fun with. I desperately want to do some Gilmore Girls stickers, though. I just love the show. As an adult now, I realize how little boundaries they had and how unhealthy their relationship was, but at the same time, it's a nostalgia thing. And I love the quirkiness and the goofy stuff and the one-liners, and I love that show, which is why I spent way too much money on this very soft sweatshirt. Like, this is, to me, worth the money just because it's so soft. Like, I could sleep in this. I could live in this forever. I did just realize how very close to my skin color it is, though, which is a little concerning. But I love the show. And I love coffee. Oh, little pumpkin. You poor thing. I'm tired. It's been a week. I'm still getting used to the full-time job. And also just like, there's just been a lot going on in life. I'm prepping for my best friend's wedding. We had my dad and my little brother sleep over last weekend. Like, every weekend it seems like we've had something going on. And I'm really looking forward to the fact that, as of right now, the only plans we have for next weekend are to go to the cider mill with a couple friends and then come home and chill, which sounds so good to me. I very much enjoy taking my weekends to chill and, like, cook new food. Oh, Roll a Natty Big Daddy is a fave. That is a really good one. We still got to do the Nat 1 sticker. That one's gonna be fun. My friend from Russia actually mailed me a D20, and where the 1 should be, it's the Russian word for fuck, which I love. And I've been using that in my D&D campaigns, and it's been rolling very well for me, so there must be some sort of Russian magic on it. Or maybe just vodka. Sorry, Ketu, if you're watching this, I love you. But yeah, like, during the week, the only thing we do is play D&D every Thursday, pretty much, and just been working. Cooking has been, like, my comfort thing. We have a potluck at work, not this coming week, but the week after, and everyone has to bring a dish. I can't decide what to bring, because I have so many foods I enjoy cooking. I thought about bringing, like, my tortellini soup, because that's really quick and easy, or, like, some homemade bread, or maybe both, because then you could take the bread and dip it in the soup. I gotta bring out my bread maker, because I have all the ingredients, and I think my yeast might not be good anymore. I might have to stop and get some after work tomorrow. But I do love the smell of fresh baked bread. There's just something about it. Uh-oh. A few stuck to it. That means that the blade is starting to wear out. Okay. So you're a little rough. You're a little rough. And you're a little rough. Okay. That's alright. 3 out of all of them, that's not bad. This is what starts to happen after a while. Oh, this one's kind of rough too. Is, when the blade dulls, you get the little tufties, yeah. Like, a lot of this is actually kind of a mess. So it must be time to get fresh blades, and that's fine. I had bought a pack of 5 a year ago, and I've changed it once. They last for flippin' ever, which is great when you're a small business that does not make a lot of money. Yeah. So we're getting into our busy season, which I'm pretty stoked about. Alright, you guys. Let me put this away and show you our handiwork, because you are really the motivation that kept me going doing all of these. Normally, at some point during the last hour and 15 minutes, I would have gotten bored and pulled up a video game and then not been as consistently getting this done. Or, I would have put up, like, YouTube videos and just watch that the whole time. Close the Cricut. Uh-oh. There we go. Everything's fine. Nothing to worry about. How much do you guys now make for one sticker on Etsy? Just curious. You don't have to answer. I can PM you about that. Etsy has a lot of people say they have pretty steep fees. I actually haven't found that to be the case for us, but you know, everyone's different. Okay, so these are the pile of sad stickers that need to be fixed or put into oopsie bags. If you didn't know, we have oopsie bags for when I mess up stickers while cutting. So here are all of our sticker friends, along with some that I discovered. This is our pumpkin dog ghost, and I love him. And we had him last year, and he's really cute. But yeah, we have the fall freebie, which is our little hollow with the pumpkin, and I love him. We've got our Baldur's Gate friends, and our sad melting pumpkin. All of these will be available to purchase this coming Friday, which is the 7th? 8th? 7th. At noon, because we always do ours at noon EST. So, if you are interested, keep up with us on Instagram at The Golden Holoco, or just follow me on Instagram. I usually repost stuff from our shop, And if you have any questions, you can always leave a comment down below. And next weekend, I will actually be streaming some Mass Effect. We're going to finally finish that fucking game. I don't know if we'll finish it on Sunday. I don't know how close I am to the end. I don't really remember what we were last doing, you guys. I might have to watch my own streams to, like, remember what we were doing. But it is going to happen, and it's going to be great. So stay tuned. Press the little ding-a-ling button down below so that you never miss one of my streams. And until next time, my friends, I will see you soon. Bye.